Hi guys, this is your stream roller Carlos. This is your stream roller Carlos. On today's video, I'm gonna give you my preview, my WWE Elimination Chamber preview. So here we go, guys. But before I start, point of order, guys. If you see an ELC, obviously WWE first. ELC 2026. That's my acronym for Elimination Chamber. So because I'm not sure if Elimination Chamber has, well, I'm pretty sure that Elimination Chamber has more than 100 letters, but but YouTube has a hundred word limit that I can use on the title bar. So if you see an ELC, I mean ELC, that's my acronym for WWE Elimination Chamber, and obviously 2026. So here we go, guys. Can you smell it, guys? Can you smell the taste? Can you smell the road? Can you smell the road? We're almost there. We're almost to our World Cup, which is bigger than the World Cup, because unlike the World Cup, we don't have to wait 4 years to watch the World Cup. We have to wait a year. We have to wait a new year. So again, let me reiterate. After WrestleMania, before WrestleMania, the biggest event of our calendar year, meaning the 2020, the 2025, the 2025 calendar, 2026 calendar year, just like the NBA. So, just to reiterate, just to put it in a un-WWE term, think, guys, think. If you're new to WWE, think of our calendar. Think of it like the NBA. The NBA. So the NBA calendar begins in October, right? And ends in June of this year, right? Every season of the NBA starts in October of last year. Meaning, just to give you an example, this, like I just said, this season of the NBA started in October of 2025, right? And it ends in June of this year with the NBA Finals. So what I mean is that our calendar, our calendar year, obviously, our calendar year begins through January of 2025, right? But in NBA terms, we say our 2025 to 2026 calendar year, meaning that, again, so after WrestleMania, right? After WrestleMania this year, the 2026 to 2027 calendar year begins. So we are in 2026, guys. 2026, right? But in WWE terms, we haven't finished our calendar year, because our calendar year ends with WrestleMania. So we're still in the 2026 calendar year. So, do you get it? So, we're still technically we in reality, at least at least in my dissection of our beautiful WWE world and the WWE that I love and all my friends love and some of my family members love. I'm talking to you, Uncle Peter Parker and Uncle Mike from California. So technically, we are still in the 2026. No, sorry, we're still in the 2025 to 2026 calendar year because WrestleMania hasn't. We're not yet at WrestleMania yet, but we're almost there. 50 uh 50 days until WrestleMania. So what I'm trying to say is that like WWE doesn't have an off season. Yes, the WWE has begun or uh, has started to give our favorite WWE superstars like the Undertaker, just to give you an example, holidays off, but we never stop. But the WWE calendar never the WWE calendar season never stops. So calendar season never stops. It's just insane. But what I'm trying to say is that our calendar year for this year, meaning 2026, begins after WrestleMania, which would mean from May of 2026 to April, which would be this case from May, meaning after WrestleMania, which would be the 20th of April, to uh, April or March of 2027, because WrestleMania falls in the months of we always start the road to WrestleMania around March and April. Well, the road to WrestleMania begins in January of the new calendar year. So so the next so after WrestleMania we start the new calendar year, the 2026 to 2027 calendar year, meaning from May of 2026, from April 20th to April slash March of 2027. Then we start the process again, and that's how wonderful the WWE is. But in if you don't understand in WWE terms, like I just explained, think about the WWE as being in the NBA season. But again, we don't have an off season. We don't have an off season like the NBA does. Meaning the WWE has started to give holidays like Christmas, Christmas break for every WWE superstar, but we never stop. Except for holidays. Meaning that for holidays, for example, for holidays, for Christmas, the WWE does pre-taping or pre-tapes or pre-tape episodes of SmackDown and Raw for the holiday season. But then after the holidays, we go back to live action of both Raw and SmackDown and NXT, which is the equivalent of MLS 2 or MLS Next Pro. If we're talking about, if we're just, if we're if we're talking about WWE and MLS terms for all my MLS family members, members. So anyway, that's how the WWE works. So with that being said, guys, now let's begin. And sorry that I took this long, but I needed to explain to you for my new peeps here on my channel what the how our WWE calendar works. And obviously to my Uncle Mike and my Uncle Freddie, who are probably busy at work, but guys, meaning my Uncle Freddie and Uncle Mike, guys, it's almost time. The road to WrestleMania is almost at the end. But first, guys, we have to make a stop in the land of the state of deep dish, and we have to make a stop in the state of deep dish pizzas and deep dishes and awesomeness and the city that is famous for the Second City Theater, which saw stars come out of Second City, like Chris Farley, and many other of my SNL mentors. So anyway, here we go. So let's go backwards. Let's start with Becky Lynch defending her Intercontinental Championship, Women's Intercontinental Championship against her arch nemesis and also wife to CM Punk, who is married to and also wife to CM Punk, AJ Lee. And by the way, Becky Lynch is also married to Seth Rollins, which CM Punk and Seth Rollins hate each other both in storyline and in real life. So there's real hatred for each other. But these two wives are not far behind from each other as well. Becky has been a pain in our necks and pain in our hearts and our pain in general. But the only one that has been able to beat her both only one time since she returned. AJ Lee is basically in the wonderful red-headed brain of the man, Becky Lynch. Obviously, guys, if you've been following Raw and Smack, well, mostly Raw, Becky, again, like I just said, Becky has been in a pain in her necks, and I bet you guys, some of you, and some of my WWE gal pals, might agree with me. But yes, Becky has been a pain in her necks for the past few months, especially after she reclaimed her current WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship from Maxine Dupree. But that's another story. For another time. But anyway, the only one that has been able to beat her in a match that doesn't include putting the title on the line, and granted, this match was a match between Becky Lynch and her husband, meaning Seth Rollins, versus AJ Lee and her husband CM Punk in a tag team match. last September. Yes, last September at WrestlePalooza, which is which is no which is a new which was the first WWE PLE to stream on ESPN Unlimited / Disney Plus. And just FYI, WrestlePalooza is not a new PLE name for a PLE. WrestlePalooza has been in the WWE PLE vault for a long time. The last and rightful owners of that name of WrestlePalooza were the old ECW. To all my Philly ECW family members, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the last time we saw Becky Pain in the Neck Lynch, or Rebecca Quinn Lynch Pain in the Neck Lynch, and AJ Lee was at WrestlePalooza when they faced each other in a tag team match. But this will be the first time that we will see Becky face off against AJ Lee. And AJ Lee hasn't wrestled one-on-one, meaning mano-a-mano, in a decade with a superstar, because AJ Lee retired in 2015, but from the ring, but she returned again last September. We were happy about it, but now it's serious. Now it's not just a one-on-one match. It's for a title. And here's my prediction, guys. That AJ Lee, since she's in her hometown by association to her husband, which is CM Punk, who is from Chicago. She will not only beat Rebecca Quinn Lynch, but here's the thing. But she will make Becky tap out and beat her that way, or beat the holy deep dish out of her. And my final straight up prediction, short prediction, is that AJ Lee will win her first title, WWE title in a decade, by becoming the new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion. Now let's go to the first Elimination Chamber match. Well, I think this is going to be the main event, but who knows? Let's go to the Women's Elimination Chamber match. So here we go. We have Mommy Ripley, Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Raquel Rodriguez, and Katana James. Now, guys, Katana James and Raquel Rodriguez are new to enter the Elimination Chamber match. Now, if you don't know what an Elimination Chamber match is, it's basically think of it as a steel cage, but think of it as a steel cage, but as a steel cage, but instead of a box, instead of a cube, it's a hexagon of pain, and here's why. Because the Elimination Chamber is not covered by steel. It is covered by steel, but not normal steel. It's covered by steel chains and ponds. And here's how the match starts. Two women and 2 men begin the match. Meanwhile, the other 4, meaning the other 4, which is a total of 6 superstars on both the women's side and the man's side, are in ponds. Are in ponds. Plexiglass ponds. Bulletproof glass. Now, the 4 ponds open individually are picked at random. So the 4 pods don't open at the same time. They're picked. One of the 4 pods is picked at random, and whatever pod is picked at random opens. And after all 4 pods are open, the Elimination Chamber match technically it begins, but that's not it. The only way to win is there's 2 ways to win. By making your opponent tapping out or submitting, or by the count of 3. So here are my predictions. Here's my prediction. First, the surprise of the match, or surprise of the match. I think Katana James, who was drafted to SmackDown, because just like the NFL and the NBA and the MLS, we have our WWE draft, but in this case it hasn't. Our WWE draft hasn't begun, but in this new WWE, you get called up to be on the main rosters of either Raw or SmackDown from NXT, from the developmental brand of NXT, which to my MLS friends is like MLS Next Pro, and Raw and SmackDown are like the shows equivalent to Major League Soccer. So if you are called up to be either on Raw and SmackDown, you have made it into the WWE main roster. You are now a part of the WWE main roster, which means that you can go to WrestleMania and have and just have fun, and you know what I mean. If you to you know what I mean, guys. But so again, I think I think the surprise the surprise the surprises that I'm predicting that are going to surprise me. I think Katana James is going to do to do awesome in her first big WWE main roster match. WWE main roster match, like big because it's an opportunity to go to WrestleMania. And another main roster, and another surprise, that I hope it will happen, and I know it's going to happen. Is that Raquel Rodriguez enters is coming into her first Elimination Chamber match. No, actually her second Elimination Chamber, I think, match in her career. And I think Raquel is gonna do great. But here are my predictions. Here are my top 3 picks to win the Women's Elimination Chamber. Obviously, Tiffany Time herself, Tiffany Stratton, because she was last year, all throughout last year before she got injured, the WWE Women's Champion, which would be the main WWE Women's Championship on SmackDown. And that's the main title shot that the women are fighting for, to get a shot at the women's championship, at the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania, that is held by yeah. So again, the Elimination Chamber, the Women's Elimination Chamber matches for a shot to get a shot at the WWE Women's Championship. And I think so. Here are my top 3 predictions. I think Tiffy Time is my first pick to win the match. My second pick would be Alexa Bliss, and obviously my third pick, but technically my first as well as Tiffy Time, would be Mommy Bloody Ripley. But my wild card pick would be Raquel Rodriguez. Because she has been mouthing and she has been expressing her craveness to become WWE Women's Champion. And the woman that is the current WWE Women's Champion is Jade Cargill. So with that, guys, with my top picks of who is going to win the women's elimination chamber match, let's go to now an unelimination chamber match and that would be CM Punk defending his World Heavyweight Championship at home, Chicago, against Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. Now guys, just to give you a short rundown, how critical this match is. Now, though the winner of the men's Royal Rumble last month was Roman Reigns, right? So Roman Reigns had the straight ticket to WrestleMania, right? To get a shot at either the WWE World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Undisputed Championship, and obviously Roman Reigns picked the World Heavyweight Championship, which is held by CM Punk currently. But like I said, the road to WrestleMania isn't straight. It is a wonderful, crazy ride with crazy road, and it's been getting crazy. To be more specific, with Finn Balor. Now, Finn Balor is a part of the group Judgment Day. Is a part of the group Judgment Day, or if a new term for all my new WWE family members and new YouTube channel watchers. A faction. The word faction means in WWE terms group. So Finn Balor is a part of the faction, is a part or member of the faction called Judgment Day. Who coincidentally Raquel Rodriguez is a part of too. But anyway, Finn Balor is a former WWE Universal Champion, and a former NXT champion as well. But like I said, everyone wants to make it into WrestleMania. But some people don't make it to WrestleMania on the road. They have to get off the road to WrestleMania to make it to WrestleMania. In this case, Finn Balor has gone off the road to WrestleMania. He has picked a different path to make it into WrestleMania, and the path is by challenging CM Punk for his current WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Elimination Chamber, which is today at 7 p.m. at 7 o'clock. So what I'm saying is that if Finn Balor wins today, it could be Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. See, Roman Reigns is not moving from his spot because he earned his spot. He earned his ticket to WrestleMania by beating 30 men in the Royal Rumble match. But again, the road to WrestleMania is not as straight as you may think. It gets wild. And so it could be Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor, or the Classic, which would be its currently scheduled CM Punk versus versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So here's my prediction. But it could count as my wild card prediction as well. If Finn Balor wins, he's the new world heavyweight champion, right? So Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, Or, and here's my wild card slash maybe prediction of what may happen, but it also can count as my wild card prediction that CM Punk wins, which he might wins and retains his world heavyweight championship against Finn Balor. Then in the next couple of weeks ahead, because by the way, guys, we still have a month to go to WrestleMania. So a lot can happen in a month. So anyway, we could have a triple threat match. What I'm saying is that we can have 3 guys going after the same belt by the end of the month. And that's my prediction. That's my wild card prediction. That Finn Balor, if he loses against the hometown boy who's CM Punk tonight at the Elimination Chamber, we might have a triple threat match, meaning 3 guys going after the same title at WrestleMania. But if Finn decides to go after go after another title that is not the World Heavyweight Championship, I would like to see that. But my prediction, my wild card prediction slash alternative prediction at the same time would be a triple threat match. A triple threat match at WrestleMania. But again, we have a month to go. So a lot can happen. A lot of stuff, crazy stuff, can happen in a month. Now let's go to the possible main event, which I'm not sure of the match order, but this match is the men's Elimination Chamber match. Now, the men's Elimination Chamber match is for a shot at the WWE Undisputed Championship, which is held by currently Mr. Wannabe William Wallace, and not a real Scottish tough man, crybaby Drew McIntyre. Now, the participants of this men's Elimination Chamber match is part new blood, and part veteran. We have part new blood into the Elimination Chamber, and part veteran and slash just a fake YouTuber, a fake unpopular YouTuber from Cleveland, from the great state of Cleveland, Ohio. We have Randy Orton, the Apex Predator, the man with the most dangerous three-letter word in a wonderful WWE dictionary, RKO. Then we have LA Knight, who is the new blood to come into the Elimination Chamber. Yeah, Then we have Cody Rhodes, or the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, and our former WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes. Then we have Javon Bouncy Evans, who just got called up to the main roster of WWE Raw. Bouncy Evans, Bouncy, the young OG, Javon Evans. Then we have another one from NXT who just like Javon Evans was called up to the main roster of SmackDown. Trick Williams, Trick Williams, former NXT champion in his own right, Trick Williams. And of course, we have the curly haired unpride of Cleveland, and fake wannabe YouTuber and fake WWE superstar Logan Paul from The Vision, which is another faction. Now, my prediction is that the first to get eliminated from this elimination chamber match is going to be Logan Paul, but not to be eliminated from the elimination chamber from Cody Rhodes, Trick Williams, or LA Knight, or Randy Orton, or Cody Rhodes, or Javon Evans. He's going to get eliminated by someone that we haven't seen the face of in the past few months. The Masked Man. I don't know who the Masked Man is, but he's going to get eliminated, and Paul Heyman, the father of Paul Heyman, and Walrus as well will have a fit of sweat, and fatty sweat because he's fat and just and he's not the father of Extreme anymore, meaning he's not the father of Extreme ECW anymore, and he's just a walrus. So Logan Paul is going to be, in my opinion, he's going to get eliminated first, or going to be eliminated. He's going to be the fourth man to be eliminated. And here are my picks to win the men's elimination chamber match. My top three, and wild card picks. I think Randy Orton, Randy, the Viper, the snake that he is, in a good way, in this case, needs to win. Not only deserves to win, but he needs to win. I want to see the Master of the RKO, the Jedi Master of the RKO, become champion. But some people backstage, Triple H, yes, Paul, yes, Triple H, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to your bald head. I'm talking to your bald head and yourself together. I know you are jealous deep down inside. You hate, you despise Randy. You despise Randy because, I don't know why, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm gonna go for it. You're jealous of him. you want to put Randy Orton down because he's because obviously you wish you could still wrestle, which you had to stop your career for a serious WWE related matter, but still serious, health serious. But you wish you could be Randy Orton, and you despise him for that, which I don't blame you. But I blame you for wishing that you could be Randy. If there were different circumstances, I would blame you. 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 But since you're jealous because of your real life outside of the ring healthcare, I don't blame you. But I still blame you. I don't blame you because you wish you could be Randy. But I blame you. But I disagree with you that you would want to, make Randy Orton a laughing stock. You just don't want him to go back to WrestleMania as the champion. And you have a little bit of jealousy, good founded jealousy, good founded jealousy of Randy. But overall, I know your deep secret and deepest, darkest secret. That deep down inside, you are jealous of Randy, which you should be. If we're talking about your real life health scare, which I did get into a little bit my last video, but it goes behind that. You are jealous of Randy Orton because you wish you could be him. Which again, I don't blame you, Triple H, because of your health scare. But if you're putting him down, if you do this again, which you have, if you make Randy a laughing stock again in the Elimination Chamber tonight, I know who you really are, Triple H. You are not a man who wears a suit. You should be busting heads with your faithful slash hammer. But because of your health care, that's a whole different story. Because of your real life health care outside the WWE, I can give you that. You pass on that. But if you make Randy a laughing stock again, a laughing stock again tonight at the Elimination Chamber, because you're jealous and excluding your real life outside our wonderful WWE world, that would be totally messed up, and I wouldn't blame Randy from kicking your head up, from RKOing you, and guys, and so that's my first prediction. Randy Orton will win, and my second prediction It's actually a 2-1. 2-1. 2-1 prediction. I wouldn't. I think LA Knight deserves to win the Elimination Chamber, or Randy Orton, or Cody, or Cody Rhodes. But here are my two wild card predictions. If something were to happen between Randy and Cody as a part of the final three or final four, it would be Javon or Mr. Bouncy himself, Javon Evans or Trick Williams to get a shot at Drew McIntyre. But my top three predictions would be Javon Evans, Javon. Then my second pick would be Cody, and then my first pick would be, of course, Randall Keith Orton, or better known as Randy Orton. And my wild card prediction would be Trick Williams. And my third pick would be two picks for the price of one. Javon or LA Knight. Then my wild card pick would be Trick Williams. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'm going to pose a question, kind of my version of a poll. I'm going to pose a question. Who do you think will win the men's Elimination Chamber slash women's Elimination Chamber match? So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Now, if you want to expand your time and get updates to my latest videos, just like this one, after I'm done, don't doubt it, please, and hit that subscribe button, and if you want to expand your time here, don't on my channel, besides hitting that notification bell, hit that subscribe button. And with that, until we see you in Chicago, see you after Chicago. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching, and until we eliminate until tonight. Bye.